Hi, it's Ma Ma Ranson here again, this week talking about Ballykelly pork. This is a Ballykelly pork chop, and as you can see, it's a sizable piece of meat. When we sell them at the food fairs and at the agricultural shows, we jokingly refer to them as Fred Flintstone pork chops, and they are rather large. But the beauty of that is that you get a nice thick piece of rind, and this is good enough to make into crackling, which makes the whole meal really delicious. So I'm going to prepare this and take this off so that we can have separate crackling as well as the pork chop. So I'm now going to cut the rind off this pork chop and prepare it separately so that hopefully we'll end up with some nice crackling to go with the lovely pork chop for my evening meal. I've scored the rind and I've just put a little drizzle of olive oil over it and sprinkled it with some sea salt. So that should make it nice and crispy, and it should all bubble up and be lovely and tasty. This is the mixture I'm going to press onto the pork chop before I put it into the oven. And it's just a few brown breadcrumbs, a clove of garlic and a spoonful of mustard. So I'm just going to whisk that together and then I'll press that on the pork chop. That's the mixture I'm going to use. It smells really nice with the mixture of the mustard and the garlic coming through. That should enhance the flavour and make a nice crusty top to the pork chop. So that's the pork chop with the crusty top pressed on it, ready to go in the oven, and the crackling alongside, which will cook alongside the pork chop, and if it needs crisping up at the end I'll remove that and put it to the top of the oven to make sure it really bubbles and goes crispy. And to go with the pork chop, I've just cut up a red onion and I've sprinkled that with rosemary and a little drizzle of olive oil. And then on top of that I'm going to do some sweet potatoes, and the sweet potatoes have again been drizzled with olive oil and a little bit of oregano. So I'm just going to pop the crackling back again in the oven for another couple of minutes to really perfect it, make it all lovely and crispy. I've done a few peas for a bit of colour, and the vegetables are there. So I can rest the pork chop whilst I just plate up all the other bits and pieces. Oh yes, lovely. George has come to see what's going on, haven't you? Does it smell good, George? George, would you like some crackling? Oh, good boy. Cheers, Richard. And there's my evening meal. And doesn't it look lovely? Cooked through, but tender and soft. Yummy.